Something huge just happened, and it's flying under the radar. The European Central Bank, yes, the ECB itself, has officially acknowledged the XRP ledger as the infrastructure behind digital bond issuance across Europe. This isn't just another headline or speculation, this is regulatory confirmation. And yet, many still don't realize what this means for XRP's long-term position in the financial world. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiteboard Crypto Update. In today's video, we will talk about XRP Future. So be sure to stay focused as you surely don't want to miss out on this. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. Please remember, this is not a financial advice video. Let's break this down completely, in plain language in one detailed section, because if you're holding XRP or thinking about it, this update may just change how you see the future. Most people who say they're bullish on XRP, they're not bullish enough. The European Central Bank has now named XRPL as the foundation for digital bonds in Europe. That's massive. We're talking about the backbone for trillions of dollars in future financial instruments, and XRP is right there in the center of it all. Now let's get into the proof. A document published by the European Central Bank directly mentions Ology, a Ripple partner, as one of the primary issuers for digital bonds using XRPL as its infrastructure. What does this mean? It means financial institutions, corporations, and even governments in Europe are looking to use XRPL for issuing bonds, settling them, managing lifecycle operations like coupon payments, redemptions, and more. And yes, the documentation doesn't just suggest this. It literally says XRPL is the open-source backbone behind the infrastructure. This is permissioned, institution-grade DLT technology built on the XRPL. We're not in the realm of possibilities anymore. This is real implementation. It's on page 11 of the official European Central Bank document. You don't need to dig through a dozen articles. The proof is already in front of us. For those wondering where to find it, look for sections that discuss Ology and its integration with the XRPL. Ology's platform is built on XRPL code, and it's being positioned as a serious solution for Europe's evolving financial system. Now, let's pivot for a moment, because the bigger macro picture matters too. Recently, former President Donald Trump called out Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, calling him, in typical Trump fashion, a very stupid person. But surprisingly, Powell made a statement that XRP holders should actually care about. He said that the crypto and stablecoin industry is now more mature and mainstream. That's a huge acknowledgement coming from the top of U.S. financial policy. This tells you where the world is headed, faster than most people think. There's also political pressure mounting around interest rate decisions. Trump pointed out how, before his presidency, rate cuts came easier. Now they're dragging their feet. Senator J.D. Vance also questioned why we got rate cuts before the 2020 election, but can't get any now. This political pressure is meaningful because once rate cuts start, it often triggers larger inflows into risk-on assets like crypto. And in the middle of all this uncertainty, XRP is getting clearer, regulatory positive news. Let's talk about tech upgrades, because that's another area where the XRPL is surging forward. The XRPL is now rolling out version 2.50. This isn't just a minor tweak. This update includes things like batch transactions, token escrow, treasury permissions, decentralized exchange upgrades. This means institutions will be able to adopt XRP more easily in a way that checks all the compliance boxes. This is the groundwork for mass institutional adoption. It opens the door for real-world utility, not just speculative trading. One of the validators, VET, pointed out that these upgrades help institutions use XRPL for real financial services like issuing digital bonds, tokenizing assets, and more in a compliant way. This is important. Compliance is what separates XRP from so many other projects that face pushback from regulators. Now back to the ECB document. It details how Ology using the XRPL enables debt lifecycle operations end-to-end. That means not just issuance, but also delivery versus payment. DVP, settlement, interest payments, and even redemption when the bond matures. This is massive. XRPL has been tested and validated to handle the full cycle of debt securities. That includes both primary issuance and secondary trading. This is institutional finance, the kind of scale that takes crypto from retail trading to the very core of how the world moves money. And remember, Ology isn't just using XRPL, it's built on it. So what does this mean for the price of XRP? Most people throw around numbers like $5 or $10 XRP as if that's the moon. But if you really understand the kind of adoption we're talking about, if entire governments and banks in Europe start using XRPL to issue and manage digital debt, you realize those numbers barely scratch the surface. XRP isn't just chasing hype anymore. It's being hardwired into the next generation of financial infrastructure. Now, some will say mass adoption is still years away, and to an extent that's true, but the groundwork is being laid right now. The European Union is lifting restrictions, rolling out regulations, and defining the digital financial ecosystem, and XRP is right in the middle of it, not as a backup option, as the core infrastructure. Let's be honest, if you're still on the sidelines thinking it's too late, it's not. But that window is closing. Fast. This is your front row seat before the crowd realizes what's happening. XRP isn't about retail hype anymore. It's about governments, institutions, and central banks building real systems with real volume and real utility. A lot of XRP holders understand this. They're not in for short-term flips. They're holding because they see the writing on the wall. This isn't about catching a pump. It's about being positioned before everything changes. Look around. You've got regulatory clarity, technical upgrades, central bank adoption, institutional infrastructure, and political momentum, all lining up at the same time. If that's not bullish, I don't know what is. So take this seriously. Read the documents. Understand what's unfolding. This isn't financial advice. It's factual insight. The opportunity is still here, but it won't be here forever. We're entering a new era for XRP. You're either ready or you're going to be watching from the sidelines. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today. What are your thoughts on XRP? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any new future videos, then be sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification under this video, so that you're notified the next time we upload a video on the latest XRP and cryptocurrency news. Until the next video comes out, you can watch our other videos about XRP or other cryptocurrencies. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye.